Howdy, folks. Welcome to episode 2, Attack of the Clones pile of videos. In some ways, what I have for you this week feels a little disorganized, a little disjointed, a little unplanned. Well, it was kind of unplanned. I had my plans, but then as I started executing them, they started taking other shapes. I started finding I was focusing on some things that I didn't plan on giving so much attention. I found that, I had to be making some claims that I wanted to be saving for next week, but we just couldn't push forward without it. I didn't want to have too little happening this week and too much happening next time. So I brought in some stuff and I've restructured my approach to be about thinking forward, especially because we are sitting here in episode 2 and Lucas explains that this was the one he had the most productive, potent, positive relationship to writing. He was just cranking this one out. And I think it speaks to one of the problems of the film, because in cranking it out, he is focusing on the cool stuff, the things he wants to do, because he already set it up, and in the episode 3, he gets to wrap it all up. And this kind of caused problems for episode 3 in its way. So we're in a weird space of Star Wars where Lucas had the greatest connection and drive with this one, but it was also kind of a stalling moment where but you kind of needed to be doing some other things to get us to episode 4. We are fast approaching episode 4. And so episode 2 is this weird one. It's weird for me because I do think it is one of the weakest entries in the entire Star Wars franchise. It is certainly my least favorite of the films. It is the one I rewatch least. It's the one I return to least. And when I do return to it, the scenes that are weakest really grind my gears. And a lot of that is personal. I do think there are a lot of objective arguments that push this one down the bracket of just general film quality, storytelling, and addressing what is necessary within the saga. But a lot of people really love this one, and I do get how this one can inspire passion and enjoyment, because while I think that overall it is at the bottom of my list of just both Star Wars as film and Star Wars as good time storytelling, it does have some of the greatest moments, I think, in it altogether. It's doing a lot of cool work with Sith stuff. We get Jango Fett fighting Obi-Wan. It's one of the coolest scenes in the franchise. So it's this weird dynamic where its best scenes are some of the greatest things that happen in Star Wars, but I feel like overall it's those other pieces that are kind of problematizing it. I don't want to focus too much on that, but we're deep into the course now, and I do think we need to be reinvigorating how we feel about this stuff, especially since I'm asking for your connection for a seminar paper, Contribute to the Culture project. Also, as much as I think remote asynchronous was the way to go, both because we're doing the COVID thing. We can't be getting sick. We can't become victims of the pandemic because we want to go and talk Star Wars, right? But I do think we need to be reinvigorated around this time, because we're starting to feel that all of the stuff is forthcoming. We've got a long way to go. We've got a lot to do in that time. Our other classes are starting to come together. And also, I'm sure you've started to feel comfortable in what the requirements are for each of your courses. And with comfort comes the just doing this type of minimum. I'm not saying any of you out there are doing it, but it is tempting to just, log in, get it done, move on, right? And it's tempting to make this just a pocket, just a thing you do for a couple hours a week, and then you move on. And that's the exact opposite of what a Star Wars course needs to be. We take it because we love the thing. We teach it because we love the thing. It exists because I love the thing, and it exists because you folks want the thing. I can pitch courses all day. It doesn't matter unless the students sign up. So I want to kind of just revel in the idea that I kind of geeked out and dug in and did my readings and let the film kind of fill itself out and kind of just let my personal relationship to the film, to what it's doing, to the franchise, govern what's happening in lecture this week. This isn't to say that we aren't referencing a lot of specific stuff, doing very deep analyses and looking forward and seeing what's behind, but I do think it's gonna be a little bit more casual, passion driven, engaging, and a little bit more natural, folks. So hopefully we can kind of keep it going. We can reinvigorate. We can get excited. We can stay excited. We can get excited again, right? So let me know what you're thinking on the boards. If you need anything, you can always hit me by email. And as ever, I'll catch you on the boards and in the vids. Be good, gang.